Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by tall mountains, there lived a 24-year-old young man named Henry. Henry was always restless. His mind was filled with too many thoughts. Some were about his past, which made him sad. Others were about the future, which made him worried. These thoughts never stopped. Day and night they went on like a storm inside his head. Because of this, Henry couldn't sleep well. He didn't feel calm. And slowly, he even forgot how to smile. One day, Henry heard a story about a wise old man who lived far away in a small village up in the hills. People said he was once a great psychologist in the city, helping many people find peace in their minds. But now, the old man had left the noisy city life and started living close to nature, in peace and silence. Sometimes he still gave advice to visitors. Henry felt a little hope in his heart. He thought, maybe this wise man can help me too. So he packed his things and began the journey. It took him many days, and the path was not easy. But finally, he reached the peaceful village in the hills. There, he found a small house covered in plants and flowers. Sitting on the porch was the old man, his eyes closed, looking calm like a still lake. Henry stepped closer and spoke gently. "Grandfather, my mind is never calm. I can't stop thinking. I want peace in my heart. Can you help me?" The old man opened his eyes slowly and gave him a warm smile. He said, "So, you seek peace. Come with me. I have a small task for you." The old man took Henry to a little yard and filled a glass with water, completely full, right up to the top. Not a single drop could move without spilling. Then he gave it to Henry and said, "Walk to the edge of the village and come back. But remember, not even one drop of water should spill." Henry was surprised, but he agreed. He held the glass with both hands and started walking. The road was narrow and full of life. People walking, kids playing, dogs barking, shopkeepers shouting. But Henry kept his eyes only on the glass. Step by step, he moved carefully, making sure the water didn't spill. Everyone who saw him stayed quiet. They knew he was learning something important. After a long walk, Henry returned and said proudly, "Grandfather, I did it! Not a single drop spilled!" The old man smiled. "That's good," he said. "But tell me, did you hear the dogs barking? Did you see the children playing?" Henry looked confused. "No, I didn't hear or see anything. I was only focusing on the glass." The old man nodded and said gently, "And that, my son, is the secret. When your mind is completely in the present, not thinking about the past, not worrying about the future, then you find peace. Just like you focused only on the glass, you must learn to focus only on the present moment." Henry stood still for a moment. Then he smiled, the first real smile in a long time. He finally understood. Peace doesn't come from outside. It lives inside us, but we can only feel it when we stop chasing the past or the future. Henry bowed his head and said, "Thank you, Grandfather. Now I know that to calm my mind, I must live in the present." The sun began to set, painting the sky with golden colors. Birds flew home to their nests. Henry walked back down the mountain path. But now, he was not the same boy who had arrived. He was calm, clear, and peaceful. The story teaches us that true peace does not come from the outside world. It comes from within. Most of our stress and sadness come from thinking too much about the past or worrying too much about the future. But when we train our mind to stay in the present moment, we can find calmness and clarity. Just like Henry focused only on the glass of water and ignored everything else, we too can quiet our minds by focusing on what is happening right now. Living in the present helps us let go of fear, confusion, and unnecessary thoughts. Peace is not something we need to search for. It is already inside us, waiting to be felt when we become fully aware of the moment we are living in.